Wait, we should talk about it's our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, yes.
Of the channel.
Camera?
Camera.
Oh, yeah. I believe it's been a year since we've started.
Yeah.
Completely wasting our time with this fucking channel.
Cheers to 1 year.
Cheers, Pete.
Another year of duckery.
Sobriety.
Sobriety.
To another year of fucking dorks.
Duckery. Alright, what do we... Comments. What do we got for comments? Been a while.
This is from, I think this is from the last video that we did.
Which was what?
Which was Sharp Teeth by Gizmo.
Yeah.
To which Gizmo replied.
That's right. He said it wasn't his best song.
Gizmo Enterprises says, "You're listening to the wrong song." No, I fucking beg to differ, Gizmo. You're writing the wrong songs. Who actively puts out a song that they think is wrong? No, don't listen to that one. It's bad. I just did that one as a one-off. Just, fuck you. Oh, it was great because he also went on to say...
yeah, but maybe it was like... was it an old song of his? Maybe he felt like... Because you have older songs and you're like...
Yeah, but they're all still accurate representations of me and
true.
Where I was at the time. I'm not going to sit back here and say, hey, if you listen to a fucking Hercene song I wrote, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, but I'll tell you right now, there's no way you could do what I do. I'll tell you right now, there is a way, because we did 2 or 3 hip-hop songs. They're on this channel. Feel free to listen to them and butcher them if you'd like. That's the fucking point. Get off your own dick, Gizmo. Fucking dorks!
Fucking Gizmo.
Fucking dork Gizmo.
So
Fuckface!
What do we got? We got some Tool.
We're shifting gears, guys. We can't do just hip-hop anymore because, to be quite frank, probably about 70% of the hip-hop everyone was suggesting just sucked.
Yeah, well...
Fucking made me feel bad. I'm pretty sure Tool's gonna make me feel bad, too.
Well, yeah, probably. But yeah, I think we also just wanted to open up to all different styles of music.
Yeah. There was plenty of stuff that we really did enjoy.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I really liked the Cardi B song that I heard. Some of the Ghostmane stuff was clever.
Yeah.
Some of the Suicide Boys stuff was clever. Tech Nine did a great job.
But, and I think we should mention there was
I like that song he did with the, what's his name?
Oh, shit, I can't remember.
The guy who's Eminem 20 years later. It's funny because that person had a song called Household Name, and we can't think of his name.
I know, I just saw it. Token, right?
Fucking dorks.
Fucking dork.
But we're here reacting to different genres of music. Some of it's going to be more stuff that's up our alley and stuff we're a little more familiar with. Some of it's going to be still totally new and fresh to us, as is the case with this song today.
Yeah, like we're familiar with older Tool, but...
Yeah, we're familiar with Tool, we're familiar with Perfect Circle.
Yeah.
Familiar with how much of a douchebag Maynard is.
Yeah, he kind of is. And I know people that actually were backstage with him, and women, and he was kind of very, like, shitty to women.
He's supposed to be a not nice guy.
No, he's not.
He owns his winery and blah, blah, blah.
But I think we're going to go in this with open mind, right?
Yeah, it's been so long since they've produced something.
Yeah, how long has it been?
It's 10 minutes long, I just realized.
Oh, crap.
Get the new album now.
Nah.
Not gone back. Not gone back.
Not gone yet.
Have fun editing this one. Is that cello? They're certainly trying to create an atmosphere right off the rip.
It's that robotic sound that they always have.
It doesn't seem very cohesive. Like we're going to introduce some tabla. That's what that is, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's give it a chance here.
Jesus Christ. I thought that Tony says, give it a chance.
We're in 4/4, that's unusual.
Give it a minute. There's 9 left. It's distinctly Tool.
It is.
It's clearly a distinct sound for them, but the bass has always been interesting to me. Their bass tone, because it always seems like there's like a really like it's like a heavy level of compression on it, like it's syrupy. It doesn't.
But it's like high-endy too, right? Though.
Yeah, It seems like there's a lot of there's a thwap to it, but without the
no meat.
But without the heaviness behind
there's no
it.
meat behind it.
Like, I understand it. It certainly gets the job done. It's just not my preference for.
It's like a thrash metal bass sound. You know that thing kind of.
Nuclear Assault.
Yeah, exactly. Or like overkill.
Yeah. Overkill. Now we're done.
Hello from the Galaxy.
Classic Tool. Build up to nothing. Never fails.
Rob Zombie breaking into the studio.
Nah, he's too busy filing noise complaints for the nearby skateboarders.
We did that, really?
Yeah, because he has a home in Connecticut. That's what he did.
That's funny.
That's what White Zombie turned into.
Jeez.
Noise complaints.
He was White Zombie. Oh, White Zombie. Yeah, the riff hasn't changed yet, really. It's just layering, right?
No,
it's all layers, pretty much. It's not supposed to.
It's 4 minutes into a Tool song. The riff's not supposed to change for another 4 minutes, and it's not gonna. Nah, who knows?
Who knows? Let's see. It's a nice fill there. Oh, here's the chorus.
That's the chorus?
I guess. Let's use a lot of big words and not say anything. How about that?
Is it wrong for me to say that it's just really flat?
Boring, yeah.
There's
That's
no,
what I always
there's
thought
no
about, too.
pulse.
It's flat, yeah. It's very flat. Let's stop it.
I've always kind of, because I tried, because I had a. She's probably watching. I dated a girl for a while that really likes Tool.
I think we all did. I did too, actually. Yeah.
They all fucking left us
Girls
for Tool.
love, yeah, the girls love Tool.
They love pieces of shit trying to sell them wine and long-winded verses. No, but because I really tried for a while to get into it. I really tried with Perfect Circle.
Yeah, me too.
It was an honest attempt because the whole world tells you when you're into aggressive music, when you're into prog, when you're into metal in any real regard, that this is supposed to be something that you're supposed to get.
Yeah, like on paper, it's right up our alley.
Yeah.
But then when you listen to it...
But every time I would turn a song on, it would...
It's just boring.
It followed this... It followed this format.
Yeah, I mean...
We're going to take 10 minutes to get somewhere, but you're not going to really feel like you arrived anywhere.
Yeah, it really sounds like they picked up right where they left off, kind of.
Yeah.
Which I think for fans, they're probably psyched about it, but...
Well, like,
For me, I'd like to hear something different. Yeah.
Justin Timberlake came out with Bringing Sexy Back, and it totally... That was like a pretty impressive milestone for pop music. It was a great song. It was a tremendous song. And then he took a long time away from music.
Yeah.
And everyone made a really big fuss when he was coming back with a new hit. It had been 7 years, I believe. And the song he released was, I believe it was called Suit and Tie. And that's exactly what I'm feeling here is you're getting
much of the same.
It hyped up not really for any reason, like other than a long-awaited return to the same thing.
Yeah, I would have liked to see maybe them develop in some way, maybe.
Yeah.
So far, they've been pretty formulaic to their own sound, you know. Which like I said, for fans, that's probably cool, but...
I like to see deviation, even from people that I really like.
I like when bands evolve. Back to this riff.
Did you just say back to this riff again? What
Yeah.
riff?
Well, whatever it is.
What riff? How dare you blaspheme the word riff?
Yeah, I know.
All that I'm to do. Steps away from you.
Where are we?
Mitosis Jones.
Think about athlete's foot. No, we're gonna sell it.
The drama is so high.
I know. It's taking 5 minutes between each
It's
word.
like the Bruce Springsteen of prog metal. Like, Santa Claus is coming to town. Like,
It's very
take it
overly-
easy,
overly
Bruce.
dramatic,
He's Santa. Just let it be. But yeah, he has to,
Yeah, it has sort of like
he has
that.
to grow through his division from mania
It's got a little
with his mitosis.
Yeah, it's very like pretentious, the vibe of it for me, and that's kind of what I always felt about Tool. Is very like clinical and pretentious, but not.
There's
no
definitely
real
a
like heart to
methodical
it or
approach.
something.
There's none of this is an accident.
I'm not getting any like heart from it. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't see why you would.
It's very like.
I'm not saying that they can't, but I don't understand how anyone
like
would
I'm
be
walking
able
through
to
a hospital.
relate to the lyrics that he's going through such great depth to really emote.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. But let's keep it going. Is that the bridge?
I'm gonna say it would have to be.
Now they're in an odd time. I'm trying to figure out what it is, but.
Yeah, the timing's changed, but the feel hasn't at all, really.
All control. You pour
Weak. Bad rock and roll.
The spirit was willing, but the flesh was weak. Weak.
Plus, their approach to odd time is so square. It's not like Meshuggah where it's like grooving odd time.
I was literally just gonna say, give this song to Thomas Hawk.
Yeah, and put like a groove. That's the thing that's cool about Meshuggah.
Give it a swing.
Their approach to odd time is so much more evolved than this. Because this is just like, okay, ba 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 ba.
We're here, like, and then there's a definitive
square.
bridge.
Yeah, you always know where the one is.
You've entered
you know?
the new box now, and the box is shaped different.
Yeah, like at least like with Meshuggah, they'll have like the bass drums will be odd time, but the snare will
like halfway
be,
through
2/4.
Bleed when the whole thing reverses.
Yeah, yeah. It's a more evolved. So as proggy as people think this is, it's not nearly as much as like Meshuggah, you know.
Let's get some fucking magma in here. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So we changed formats, but we're still tearing shit apart. But whatever.
I swear we like stuff.
I
think we knew that this wasn't gonna be. I wanted it to be.
Yeah, I wanted to sort of
wanted
give
it to
a chance.
sound fresh.
Yeah, it's not. It's sounding pretty much like the old Tool that we didn't.
I found this solid gold as fresh as.
It's like a bad Caius riff.
Just something to say because there aren't a lot of those.
I know. It's just so boring.
It's very dramatic.
Over there. Outro. Good. Thank God. Thank the gods.
Don't worry, the outro's got 2 minutes.
Oh, cripes.
The outro has 2 grindcore songs. It's still just remedial chord progressions.
Yeah, it's like bad, like rock and rolly.
It's not that rock is bad, but
No,
more
but
standard
I know what you mean.
rock. Standard rock has a better pulse than this.
So,
Darkness imprisoning me.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Death is certain. Life is not. Your mind lays dormant,
I wish it was
waiting
that.
to rot. It's a nice effect. It's almost got that kind of like ring modulator tone a little bit.
Yeah, it's bringing out the upper harmonics.
Yeah. It's nice because it wouldn't be a solo, but it's more just running through the rhythm, but showing some dynamic.
Kind of bluesy, you know.
That last section was nice. He just had that quick little, tiny little hammer on.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was good. One little bass part.
I want that to be so much tighter. Oh, that's it.
That's it. That's the final words of the.
That's
Well,
what he said.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be so much tighter.
So yeah, let's get to the rubric now. For the metal rubric.
Hold on. I'm going to piss before we get to the
Oh,
rubric.
okay.
Jesus Christ, that was bad. The song.
No, I know.
The P was
Not your experience
He was
about
gratifying.
that. So the rubric for metal is 4-tier rubric: vocals, guitars, drums, production.
Vocals, guitars, drums, production.
So let's start with the vocals. Same Maynard kind of vibe, right? But let's talk about what he's doing.
He also has performances where he displays himself as a more skillful singer.
Yeah, I mean it's very
It
melodic.
didn't seem like he. It seems like he
kind of flat to you.
Very restrained. I mean, aside from the overemphasis on just being dramatic, and that kind of, he has that. There's like a perpetual yearning in his voice, always, even when he's getting aggressive. And it's not to say that he needed to, he really needed to let loose to make it good, but
felt kind of flat to you. You're saying?
But from that aspect, it fit with the rest of the song.
This has 14 million views.
We're doomed.
Holy fuck!
Fucking planet is doomed.
All right, but anyway. Yeah, I mean, I like this melodic style, but it sort of was so drawn out, a lot of the words, that it almost kind of like, I know he's trying to be like dramatic, but it kind of like really lost me because, like we said, it was a little like saccharine, kind of like overly dramatic.
Because the bridge was 2 minutes long.
The bridge to
Terabithia. Bridge to nowhere. Bridge to
it's like that bridge in Delaware.
The bridge
You ever
to
go on
Mount
that?
Doom.
The bridge in Delaware goes on forever, dude. It's like
Yeah.
But anyway.
When I went to Key West.
Oh yeah,
I think they have a 7 Mile bridge.
Yeah.
It was the highlight of that trip was driving on that bridge when a pelican flies past you, like alongside you, and you're like, yes!
A pelican.
Oh yeah! Serendipitously.
See?
Oh.
So what do you give the vocals?
They're about as good as Pelican's vocals. No.
It's a little above average.
They had one album that had vocals, and it was their worst album. No, I mean, aside from the fact that I didn't like them, they were fine.
That's the fact that I didn't like.
Whether you like it or not, he's a solid vocalist. He knows. It seems like he has like a comfort zone that he stays within, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, like we're familiar with some of their older stuff, obviously.
I mean,
and compared to that,
Schism was marketed towards me when I was in school. It was put out, at that time for those people. So it's not like it's foreign to me.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
I was gonna say 5, but you know what? We'll do 6.
6.
It makes more sense.
Because it's a little above average, but it was nothing like. For me, it didn't really.
There's no wow factor.
Yeah, that and it's like it didn't. I didn't feel any emotional connection to what he was singing. Like.
No,
and I think that's important with the vocalists.
And also, you need to, because this is flat. Vocals, we need to take into consideration the lyrical content.
Yeah,
it seemed like overly ambiguous just for the sake of it.
Exactly, like using these bigger words for like just to be like
exercise the spectacle.
Yeah, it was like a whole lot of nothing, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I understand what he was saying, but yeah, it was just I don't know, disconnected and sort of very vague, right? Sort of.
Yeah, like I was saying,
it was
ambiguous for the sake of it.
Yeah, totally. But let me say about the guitars. I don't know. The riffs were very sort of watered down for me. I mean, that solo thing was kind of interesting at the end, sort of, but it was very sort of bluesy and like, I don't know. To me, like their approach, like their harmonic approach, is very sort of not progressive at all. It's like very simplistic and just sort of like the riffs are very like 1990.
He's not showcasing his skill there.
Not only that, it's not even that.
Not to say that he has to all the time.
It's even just the chords are just like you said. They're just sort of like.
It seemed pretty
simplistic.
remedial.
Yeah, remedial. Yeah, and just like
for a 10.5 minute song, it's.
No, and that one line from the beginning went on for so long. It's just I know they're trying to create an atmosphere, but that's the thing. To me, they never really do create an atmosphere.
Yeah, but you have to live in the atmosphere.
Yeah, I wasn't feel like I was ever there.
The atmosphere was smug. Was
something about it. It's not immersing me ever. Their stuff.
No,
it never really pulls me into. So anyway, for guitars, once again, for me, it was very a little above average.
I'm gonna give him a 6 just because he has decent tone,
Yeah.
but what he presented with it falls pretty flat.
I'm gonna give it a 5, so we'll say 5.5. Not into it. Drums. I guess I
As
should
the
be.
drummer here.
Here's the thing about Danny Carey. Like, technically, he is good. I mean, he is solid, but I feel like he never.
Oh.
I don't get his groove. Like, I don't ever feel like he's grooving. Like it's technically, it's like everything's in the right place, but and he is a great drummer.
Kind of seems like he's trying to play a riff as opposed to hold it down.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I never feel like a strong groove or like pulse. It's a very sort of, I don't know,
And also, you say the word.
clinical approach to
There's-
drumming, right?
There's good drummers, and then there's good drummers.
Yeah.
Like, it's.
Yeah. One
They
time-
have reached such. Drummers have reached such an absurd level of proficiency, especially
Oh,
within
yeah.
the realm of aggressive music, and players that are going in between different genres.
Yeah.
That it's kind of say like.
Like, that's the thing, he's not like-
he's good, but there's dozens and dozens and dozens of players that would just put him back.
Well, that's
on
the
his
thing.
seat.
He neither has this like super technical aspects nor this like good groove. He's kind of like lukewarm, you know.
If you don't have chops, you gotta have groove.
Exactly. He has like he's like in the middle there, and it's
Yeah.
like a weird middle ground. Like, I've seen like some simple drummers, like jazz drummers.
I saw
that just have
ZZ
a
Top
great
the other
feel.
night, and Frank Beard
Yeah.
fucking killed it the whole night.
Yeah, and like a really heavy feel. And that's,
Yeah.
So for me, he's sort of in this weird gray area of like,
The records that Kraft has an actual
Lukewarm.
drummer,
yeah.
fucking salad.
So I don't know. Once again, he's a little above average for me. 6. What do you think?
It's tough to say, because like the tonal instruments, like bass and guitar and things like that. We didn't even really cover the bass in,
No, we
the
didn't,
guitar
but-
description, but I think we glossed
Mhm.
over it pretty much earlier when we were talking about.
That's
Has
true.
that kind of weird, like trebly, syrupy tone without much bottom end, and
Yeah.
you've got good speakers here. This,
No, he's always had that kind of tone, I feel like.
yeah. But given all those things, I didn't feel like there was much of a stage set for Carey to really.
No,
to
I mean,
really
it has some
throw
cool,
down
the
much.
tabla thing was kind of cool, I guess, but even that, it's like, have you heard like insane
And it was-
tabla players?
And he,
I mean, you listen to Indian music, like,
Oh,
those
yeah.
dudes are like I wouldn't even play tabla because I know what's out there, like dudes
I
fucking
don't
live
have any
tabla.
business doing that.
Mm.
What is it like where you're like hitting it with a thumb
Exactly,
and you can like
dude. There's
drag
no
it and
business. You have
roll
no
the
business
note?
playing a tabla. When you hear these dudes, like, but anyway. So what do you think for a score?
5.
Okay, so 5.5 then. Production. You want to kick it off for this? I would have liked there to be more bass, like you said.
Yeah, I wish
That's,
there was.
I guess that's his sound.
Wish
I don't
there
know.
was more. Well, it doesn't. At a certain point, it doesn't matter if it's your sound. If you're
Yeah, I know.
like, I hate to break
There's
it
no,
to you,
like,
you're
heavy-
a rock band. Where's the
Yeah,
where's
well,
the low end
should be
movement?
heavy low end,
Where
yeah.
is the air being moved?
Even the bass drum was pretty not like that punchy, you know.
Yeah, it was like
Everything's
was-
just flat.
yeah, everything
Flat
sounded pretty
production,
flat.
yeah.
At the end, when they were doing when he was doing the tom rolls with the double bass, it seemed
Yeah.
along with the guitar that I made the
Yeah, the
one
hammer-on
joke.
thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, the kind of like fan picking. And
I think his double bass playing almost felt loose there or something, right?
it didn't sync up with
No, it was like
the guitar
weird.
to the point where it really seemed
you're
like
gonna
it
do
was
that.
deliberately not syncing up, deliberately making it fall in
It was, like,
time
flammy a
but
little
sounding messy.
Yeah, it was a little flammy or something, which is weird. But anyway, So no, but that's sort of production, I guess. But yeah, production-wise, it felt just flat to me and just sort of like.
I was waiting for something to hit me. If you got a 10.5-minute song and nothing reaches out and grabs you by the tie and pulls you in, it's.
I mean, it wasn't bad production. Like, I wouldn't say this is not horribly produced. Everything was pretty clear.
Everything was clear.
But it lacked the sort of energy that I looked for.
There was definitely a polish on it. It didn't have any raw sound to it. It was.
But I think good production has an energy. Like, that producer, that engineer can give it an
good
energy.
production is the only reason that modern pop is accessible at all.
Yeah.
Because.
Oh, yeah.
The production is everything when there's that many tracks and there's that many synthetic tones and it's not actually real instruments. Production is everything.
So what do you think for production, number-wise?
Give it a 5.
Well, that's middle of the road, huh, for you?
The whole song was middle of the road. I would have turned it off. I would have turned it off after 4 minutes. I would have gone to turn it off, and then I would have heard the tabla, and I would have said, all right, give it another minute.
All right, so I'm going to give it a, would you say 6?
I said 5.
I'll say 6, so we'll say 5.5.
We've both been going back and forth with 5 and
5 and 6 all the way through, yeah. Pretty much. 11. So let's add them up.
Divided by 4, Peter.
What does that give us? 5? 5.6. All right,
Did you notice my weight gain?
6. Did you gain a little weight?
Actually, I don't know. Since
it's
the last time.
That's all right. So we'll round it up to 6.
5.62, rounded up to 6.
That's about where we're at, I think, with the song. It's a little above average. Would have liked to see them go in a different direction a little bit.
I would have liked to see them moved in a direction.
Yeah, it was very.
That would have been
Tool.
good.
It's Tool. It's the same shit.
All right, guys. What do we want to do? What's our recommendation for the week? It doesn't have to be metal, but it can be if you want.
All right, well, let's get what song you. What's your recommendation?
I don't have to think of it. Actually, no, I don't have to think of it. Big Country.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Big Country. Yeah, Big Country's just awesome. Big Country is a. I believe they're Scottish. Scottish kind of pop rock band that was made popular in the 80s, 90s, and they have a great song called "In a Big Country." If you want to talk about fucking awesome bass lines, listen to a song called "The Great Divide" or listen to a song called "Rain Dance." It's fucking great.
That whole album is really good.
They're just they've got a lot of great songs, great melodies, and really interesting vocal delivery.
Good.
Not metal at all.
No.
So don't get turned off if you're someone who's more metal avertant.
What have I been listening to?
Schubert.
I'm gonna recommend
Shooby Dooby.
An album by Disaster Piece. Yeah, it's called Rise of the Obsidian Interstellar. So it's kind of like I love the album, but it has a sort of like 8-bit kind of vibe to it.
Okay.
But the music
a little bit more Tetris flavor going on.
Yeah, but musically it's really a beautiful album, I think, and
all right,
like pure music. But he does a lot of soundtracks too. He did It Follows.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, wasn't that cool? He did the music for that. So it's cool electronic stuff. Yeah, I like that movie. So anyway, yeah, that's
guys,
my recommendation.
Thank you for tuning back in. We know it's been a while, but there's things that are way more important than this going on in our lives. So, eat a dick, and feel free to tune in next time.